This narrated virtual tour covers the Air Force Museum's Air Park that features 6 aircraft, replicas of a World War II 8th Air Force Control Tower and Nissen huts, a Peacekeeper Rail Garrison Car and, as a bonus, the small intercontinental ballistic missile hard mobile launcher. 28 C-130s were converted to side-firing gunships, primarily for night attacks against ground targets. This AC-130A was modified as the prototype for the gunship version and was initially equipped with 4 20mm and 4 7.62mm multi-barrel guns, a searchlight and target sensors. After testing in Southeast Asia in 1967, it was used as a test bed for additional armament sensor and fire control development. NASA and the Department of Defense needed a mobile tracking and telemetry platform to support the Apollo space program and unmanned spaceflight operations. In a joint project, NASA and the DoD contracted with the McDonnell Douglas and the Bendix corporations to modify 8 Boeing C-135 Stratolifter cargo aircraft into Apollo range instrumentation aircraft. Equipped with a steerable 7-foot antenna dish and its distinctive droop snoot or Snoopy nose, the Air Force maintained and operated the Aria until the end of the Apollo program in 1972, then it was renamed the Advanced Range Instrumentation Aircraft. This Convair NC-131 is a one-of-a-kind aircraft that was an important in-flight simulator primarily used to study how an aircraft would handle before building an expensive full-scale prototype. It first flew in 1970, and its first research project simulated the B-1 bomber's flying characteristics. During its long and successful career, it simulated many military and NASA aircraft, including the X-40, Tacit Blue, Space Shuttle, B-2, YF-23 and C-17. The F15A Eagle is an all-weather fighter designed to gain and maintain air supremacy. It has been produced in single-seat, F-15A and C, and 2-seat versions, F-15B and D, over its many years of U.S. Air Force service. The 2-seat F-15E Strike Eagle version is a dual-role fighter that can engage both ground and air targets. The Fairchild Republic A-10 was designed specifically for close air support of ground forces. It is very maneuverable at low speeds and low altitudes to ensure accurate weapon delivery, and it carries the systems and armor needed to survive in this environment. It is used against all ground targets but is particularly effective against tanks and other armored vehicles. Entering service in 1993, the C17 Globemaster III is the U.S. Air Force's newest, most versatile cargo aircraft. It is capable of rapid strategic delivery of troops and all types of cargo to main operating bases or directly to small austere airfields. It can also perform tactical airlift and airdrop missions or transport letters and ambulatory patients during aeromedical evacuations. The Globemaster III can take off and land on runways as short as 3,500 feet and only 90 feet wide. This is a reproduction of a 1942 standard World War II 8th Air Force control tower used in Great Britain. The control room was the focal point of air operations where group VIPs convened. Instant communication could be made from here to the British Royal Observer Corps lookout stations, British anti-aircraft and searchlight units, Air Sea Rescue units, and Fighter Command Air Defense Headquarters. Thousands of American airmen lived and worked in temporary structures like this Nissen hut's reproduction. These simple brick and tin structures made functional homes, recreation spots and offices for thousands of soldiers and airmen in World War II. Part of the plan to increase survivability of Peacekeeper's missiles was to mount 50 missiles on 25 U.S. Air Force trains, 2 per train. Each launch car carried 1 Peacekeeper ICBM and a launch tube that could be elevated to fire the missile from the car's bed. This plan was cancelled as part of defense cutbacks following the end of the Cold War. This vehicle is the last engineering model of a mobile, radiation-hardened truck designed to carry and launch the MGM-134A small intercontinental ballistic missile, unofficially known as Midget Man. The trailer-mounted plow could dig the launcher into the earth for additional protection. It could travel on highways or off-road, but development was cancelled in 1991. I hope you enjoyed this tour of the Air Force Museum's Air Park. If you would like to tour other galleries in this series, you will find convenient links in the description section below this video.